Guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Toothless Tigers. Almost forgot. We are back at another spring training, start of 2025, and we're looking straight at the predictions. And they have us not doing very well again. Bottom of division, 69 wins, slight improvement of last year, but the second worst team in the American League. And I will show you why. We have made some moves. We've done quite a bit. Firstly, I want to show you a huge trade that went down in the, if I can type, in the off season, and it was with Vladdy Guerrero Jr. going to Cincinnati Reds. He is a free agent at the end of this year, and Cincinnati Reds have traded Cam Collier, who's a 87th overall prospect for Reds in real life. Their baseman looks really good. Jose Montero and Landon Victorian, two decent pitchers for 1 year of Vladdy Guerrero Jr. I don't know if they're going to try and lock him up full time. Would be the smart thing to do. They think they've got the money, but huge deal that's gone down there. So yeah, and we also had the international free agents signings. So we made a couple of signings. Um, we signed this guy called Dave Bautista. We picked him up. He looks pretty good. We picked up a guy called Casper Dirksen. Pretty cool name, was the reason I picked him up, to be honest. And one more guy we picked up was David Armas, who's by far the best one, first baseman. Again, these guys are miles away, so not getting too excited about those. What about the here and now then? The off-season acquisitions we made. I'm sure the one that you can all remember is Hyoji Nakao, and we did sign him. We had to go quite a bit to get him, 30 million or thereabouts per year for 5 years, with two opt-outs for him at the end. So we have him for 3 years for sure, and then we see after if he opts out or not. Maybe we look to get an extension signed. He's just unbelievable. He looks like a real game changer in the centre of our lineup, and he could be someone that sparks an offense. And to be honest, I think it's a perfect time to sign him. We've got a lot of young guys coming up, and I think with that, partnered with someone like him, who's just a world class player, could really project this team into contention, really. So he is the highlight off season acquisition for sure. What we've done is obviously he's going to play first base. So Spencer Torkelson will actually move to right field. He's going to get a load of reps there in spring training, and I think he can be quite a good right fielder. What that does is allow Nick Castellanos to play DH, and he's a dreadful defender, so that's the way we want it to be. Riley Green will play his Gold Glove left field, and that means we can when we face lefties, Torkelson will DH and Nick will play right. But to be honest, I might get that changed around. I think Spencer should get the reps. Just at the moment, his defense is not as good as Castellanos. So yeah, we've also obviously called up everyone for spring training. So a couple of highlight guys we've got in there. Carter Matheson, like to see him have a few reps. Gage Workman's up and actually starting against lefties as the second baseman. Javi Baez is in. Drew Bowser's up. See what he can do. Peyton Graham. Isaac Pacheco is up. Manuel Sequeira is up. And we've got Dingler. And Feliciano is probably going to end up being my backup catcher. Maybe Alfaro for the defense. We'll see. And then the big acquisition on the pitching side is we did in fact get Pablo Lopez, 3 years, 8.5. For the first year, 8 million. For the next two, I think it's quite a good role. I mean, quite a good contract. 24.5 million for 3 years of a very, very solid, proven innings eating pitcher. Bit of a stark contrast to Severino. If I remember, though, very similar contracts they're on. Very, very similar contracts that they're on. So we'll see how they go. I'm still got high hopes for Sevi. He's a very good pitcher, so we'll see how he gets on. Darlander's up for spring training, as is Wilmer Flores. He is now on the 40-man. He had to be added. He was Rule 5 eligible. We'll see how he gets on. I kind of want him to go in there, but I am not the manager, so I can't make that decision. But Those are, yeah, the main acquisitions in the off season. We did also get Elvis Alvarado, and actually quite an interesting one was this guy we got in the All Five draft, who looks really good. We actually almost traded for him at one point from Seattle. Had a pretty good year. I don't know why he was up there, but I picked him up. We needed the help in the bullpen. He's now one of our setup men. So it's a pretty good back end of the rotation, back end of the bullpen. Pretty happy with that. That man will probably step as a reliever, um, and can offer us a long relief option if we need one. Justin Job will get some reps here, but he will be starting the year at AAA in the rotation. So not much more we can do there. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simulate spring training now. Going to get to the start of the season and where we'll set the lineups, see where all the top prospects are, and then we'll play the first game. So I'll be back in it. Hello guys, welcome back. We are now at opening day, as you can see here. We're at Houston for the opener on the 3rd of April. Let's firstly have a look at the preseason predictions. Have they changed? Yes. So over spring they seem to have found some wins for us here, and we're now 80 and 82 at 500, which I would be extremely happy with actually. No one on here, Gabby Martinez, looks very good now. From us, Luis Severino's meant to have a good year, and he had a good spring. So I'm actually a bit of a believer in that. So let's have a quick look at what our 2025 Tigers look like. So Sevi is leading the rotation. Like I said, let's have a quick look at his spring. But I'm pretty sure he had a good, give me game type, spring training, 409 ERA, 22 innings pitched, most on team. Not too bad. Pablo Lopez is going to be our second. Casey Mai's third. Ty Madden's going to be in there for Martin's fifth. Will Flores is up, and I would like him to pitch, but my manager has decided he doesn't want him in. So he won't be yet, but watch this space. And the rest of the bullpen is fairly similar to last season with Aiken, Vest, Castro, Barrow obviously new addition, Alvarado obviously new addition, and then Alex Lang closing it out. You may be thinking, where is the main man, Tariq Skubal? And unfortunately, he has been hit with a torn labrum. He's out for 3 months now, which is a bit of a blow because he was our best pitcher last year. So hopefully, well, we're going to need guys to step up, aren't we? And then from a lineup point of view, this is how we line up. So Riley Green is against the righties anyway. Green is leading off left. Nick's hitting second. DHing. Young is second base. In third, Nakao, trying to work out the best way to say that, is playing first, batting fourth. Lipsius playing third, batting fifth. Torp playing right, batting sixth. His right fielding positional rating's gone up quite a bit. Good to see. He's pretty angry, but I think that's at the record. Yeah, in his performance, he's pretty happy with us. Let's hope for a big season out of Torque. Daza is playing center just for the defense. We had a few good performances out of guys like Sal Brown, and Bouchard. Sean Bouchard played well, but yeah, he actually made the team as a bat because that bat is good, and he can play a bit of some other places, and he's fairly quick. So I thought I'd keep him around as like a fourth, fifth outfielder. We got Dingler catching and Byers playing short. Lipsius, so Cole Keith is still up here. Another guy who's gonna probably see quite a lot of time off the bench. So he's got Nakao leading off against lefties, which is an interesting thing given that he's not very good at hitting lefties and he can't steal. But hey, I may look at getting a new manager after this. AJ Hinch is making some dodgy decisions. He is through 27, so I may go out and get someone. He's a sabermetric though. I do like sabermetric, so we'll see. We will see. Quick look at our org then. I have pretty much set all the guys I wanted. Just gonna do that. Yeah, where I wanted them to be. So Toledo, we got Dolander, Job, Gibson Long, Joe Small's down there. Jose Diaz in the bullpen, but he's got electric stuff. And I don't think he'll be down there long, but it's just he hasn't pitched above AA, and I want to give him a chance at AAA for a little bit. Brant Hurt is there, potentially coming up. Foley's there. got a good pitching rotation for AAA. And then we got Sequeira down here. He had such a good spring training, and I really wanted to bring him up, but just don't think he'd get a lot of game time up in the bigs at the moment. So he's down there. Peyton Graham's down there. Meadows, unfortunately, really regressing. Didn't have a good spring. Bit of a shame for a great defender, just not hitting. Just needed to hit a little bit and he'd be all right, but really struggling. Double A, we've got New Gold's kind of come on a bit. He's playing at the highest level he's ever played at. Isaac Pacheco's down here. Gage Workman's down here. Carter Masson had a big regression, unfortunately. Still profiles to be pretty good, but it's pretty brutal sometimes. His scouting completely killed off his potential, which is a real shame because he was looking like he was going to be some sort of elite hitter. Troy Melton is down in Double A. They played Triple A last year and pitched pretty well. Hayden Junga, the guy we picked up, really struggled with his in spring, so we've put him down in the minors for a little bit. Single A, we got Rustan Max Dibiek. He looks pretty good. Probably won't hang around too long. And then in the lineups, we've got Drew Bowser is down here. He got promoted. Abel Bastidas had a very, 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 very good spring, but he hasn't played above single A, advanced A. So I want to give him a bit more seasoning down there. Nothing too exciting. West Michigan, and then down at Lakeland, we got Juan Daniel Encarnacion. And Seth Mabry, a guy we picked up in a trade. We traded Akil Badu for him. Who's actually playing centre field in the Padres now. This guy I didn't think was going to do much, and Seth Mabry looked like he had good stats and ratings, so I thought I'd take him as a bit of a flyer. Badu was never going to get to his club, so Jose De La Cruz, guy always in the Tigers system, been here for ages, and I wonder if he can maybe progress in the right way and do something for us. Ty Evans, a guy we drafted, he's not that quick actually, but he's down there. Derek Fabian, a guy at third baseman we picked up in the second round. He's down here at Lakeland now. See what he can do here. Keep an eye on him. He might be coming up to advanced. And then Rene Lastra is that catcher. Look pretty good. So that is how we're looking across the board at the moment. Like I said, we're due to go about 500. So we shall see. But no, let's get into this game against Houston now. So we got Severino on the bump. Oh yes, Jorge Alfaro is now my backup catcher, so he needs to be added to 40 man. Thought I'd go. No one really had a great spring. He probably the best from a bat side of things, and yeah, thought I'd give him the chance. So as we've got our lefty on, we've actually got Nakao leading off against Framber Valdez, who we're going to be facing. They got a good team, very good team. That 2-3-4-5 guy. They brought back Bregman as well. He actually was traded to the Dodgers at the end of like halfway through the season for this Josue DePaula guy, and then he signed back with the Astros. So Houston have done well there, very well. So let's play this at bat. Hyoji Nakao's first introduction to the Major League Baseball, and we'll see how he gets on facing off against a very, very good pitcher in Framber Valdez. Swings at the first pitch and unfortunately grounds out to Jordan Alvarez. Not known for his speed, he can be very right there. No one else making a appearance, but we do have Green on third with 2 away. Nick Castellanos is up. First pitch to right field, and it's over the first baseman's head. That is 1-0 Tigers in the first. We strike straight away to start the season. That's a great way to start. Was it a triple from Riley Green then? It was. He's a triples man. Now we've got Chase Young up, full count to him. What can he do? He strikes out looking. But a good inning. Let's see what Severino can do. And he's allowed the first 2 batters to reach. Runners in the corners, none away. Runner steals second. Can he gun him? But no, Carl Tucker steals it. Dylan Dingler can't throw him out, even with that 70 arm. And now we've got Jose Altuve up. We can't walk him because Jordan Alvarez is there. But he's walked anyway. Now it's base loaded, none out for one of the best hitters in the game, Jordan Alvarez, and it's a wild pitch. And Melton scores. So now there's runners at second and third, still with Jordan Alvarez up 3-0 count. I don't hate that, to be honest. But Severino is struggling. I'm going to go out there, hopefully settle his nerves. I'm not going to get anyone to warming up yet. We need Sevy to do something here. Full count to Bregman. Bregman slaps it to right, caught by the first baseman, and he actually, Nakao doubles him off. What a play by Yoji Nakao. Good defender over at first, but all 6'8" of him making that play. And really saving Severino's bacon. Now can he get out of it? 2-2 count. And it's a Nakao masterpiece in this bottom half of the first, as he records all 3 outs. And the game is tied at 1 after looking like it could have got pretty out of hand. We've got Spencer Torkelson, the new right fielder this year, slaps one to centre. Melton's underneath it. And that is 1 away here. Advance through, nothing else happening in the top of the second. So now we go to the bottom of the second. Sevy at 32 pitches. Can he settle down? He can get through the second with no problem. So now we're back up to Hyoji Nakao, his second at bat in the majors. Facing Valdez, slaps it to the second baseman, who makes the play. Still no hit for Hyoji Nakao. Sim the rest of the inning. Riley Green's on second. Is that a double from Riley Green? It's not. It's a single, and he's advanced to second on an error. But 2 for 2 to start the year for Riley Green. Nick Castellanos up on second. Fresh count, slaps one to deep centre field. Melton's running it down in the gap, and he gets it. Good defending there from Melton, and that is top of third. Now we're back to the bottom of the third. Let's go Severino. Can he get us through this inning? He can. Settling down really nicely, which is what we love to see. 2-1 now for Dingler as Daza and Byers reach. It was a single from Daza and a single from Byers. Brings up the catcher with 2 away and runners in first and second. What can Dingler do? Slaps one up the middle. Plays made by second baseman. And he tags out. He steps on the bag himself, retiring Byers. And that is the end of the inning. Severino now 59 pitches. If he can get us through 4, he can. Excellent. Really settling down now is Luis Severino at 81 pitches. Only that 1 earned run in the first. He is absolutely gassed though, so I might actually give a debut to Wilmer Flores, because he is going to be a long relief guy for us, and I want to see a bit of him, so let's do that. But first, let's see what Hyoji Nakao can do in his third at bat. 1-2 count to him, strikes out swinging. I wonder if that's going to be a bit of a theme. He can't avoid Ks, but when he connects, he's going to hit them a very, very, very long way. Nothing else doing in top of it. I'm going to give him one batter. Let's see what he can do. Spot number 9 hole, Shea Langley's. Let's see what he can do here. First pitch swinging, slaps to left in front of Green. Maybe one batter too many. I'm not going to make the same mistake. Wilmer Flores is going to be in for his major league debut. Let's see how he goes. 2-2 count to Jacob Melton. Slapped up the middle. Beautiful diving play by Young. And that's 1 away. Now 1-1 count to Carl Tucker. Pretty tough oppositions to face. 3, 2, 1 double play. And the play, it's actually a 5-4-3, but you know what I mean. Great play there. And Wilmer Flores, great introduction to a major. I'm going to give him the next inning as well. Let's see what the middle 4, 5, 6 in arm order can do. 2-0 count. Great hitting count for Nick Castellanos. Hits lefties extremely well. Slaps to the third baseman. Makes a play. Bregman, good defender. Castellanos can't really run. Jace Young is up now. 2-2 count to him, lefty on lefty, but he hits lefties pretty well. Not there though. 5th strikeout for Valdez. Now it's Torkelson. 1-2 count to him, and he strikes out swinging. 1-1 is the score, heading to the bottom of the 6th. 1-2 count to Jose Altuve. Wilmer Flores, and Altuve hits it deep to right, but it's a diving play by Nick Castellanos, although looks like he's injured, and we're going to have to take him out of the ball game, which is not good news. But we do thankfully have Sean Bouchard, who I believe can play right field. He certainly can. So he's going to go in and play right field. Let's hope Castellanos is not injured. But what a play from the man who's usually not a defender, or a good one at that. Now the best hitter in their lineup, Jordan Alvarez on Flores hits. Gets a ground ball to short. The play is made, and that's 2 away here for Wilmer Flores. Can he get through 2 innings on his debut? 0-1 count to Bregman. He slaps it to right. Bouchard's there, and he makes the catch. And that is 2 extremely solid innings for a major league debut out of Wilmer Flores. No strikeouts, but superb performance from him. I'm now going to get... Don't want to push him on his debut. I'm happy with that. Let's get someone else up. Who have they got? What, a couple of righties. Going to get the All-Star from last year, Will Vest, up. See what he can do. Anyway, bottom 3 of our lineup. Let's see what we can do. 0-2 count to Jonathan Daza. He slaps one up the middle. Shortstop makes a diving play, but he can't get it back, and Jeremy Pena cannot make the play. And Daza is on first for Javi Myers. 2-2 count to the shortstop, and he looks at strike 3 on the inside corner, it looked like. So now it's Dingler up in a 2-2 count. Daza still on first. Dingler swings and misses over the breaking pitch. And now a new pitcher is in, Jorge Lopez, against Nakao, his 4th at bat. He's over 3 on his debut. 1-0 count to him. First time he's facing a righty in the majors, having come from Japan. He slaps one down the right field line, and it's a fair ball. First hit in the major leagues for Hyoji Nakao is a double down the line, and is it going to score a run? You bet it is. And he advances to third on the throw, and he's given us the lead. Hyoji Nakao, welcome to America. What a clutch at bat from him to greet the new pitcher. What can Lipsius do? Full count to him, runner on third, and he strikes out swinging. But we take the lead here thanks to Hyoji Nakao's superb hit down the right field line. So Will Vest, it's time he comes in. Hopefully can shut this down now. Justin Durden is the first guy he faces. Full count to him, and he hits him. Please don't tell me I've taken Wilmer Flores out, and I didn't need to. 1-1 count to Chaz Cormick, runner on first. Cormick slaps to third. It's a 5, and he boots it. Lipsius holds on to it. It's an infield single. And now Quincy Hamilton is up. 3-1 count to Quincy Hamilton, and he's walked. The bases loaded. What have I done? I'm going to visit the mound here. He's yet to break a sweat. Well, I'm fucking sweating, to be honest, mate. Because this is not going well. Let's get someone else up. Let's get Elvis Alvarado up. Oh, don't want to put him in yet. Just want to put him there. Let's see what he can do against Shea Langley as bottom of the lineup for a reason, hopefully. It's 4-6-3 double play, and we get 2 for the price of 1, but an RBI does score to tie this game up at 2. Jacob Mountain's now up, and he struck out looking. Dingler framed it. Beautiful. And we get through, but unfortunately we give the lead up straight away. I can sit Alvarado down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Prelander Baroa up for the bottom of the 8th. Let's see what we can do though against Jorge Lopez. It's Riley Green, full count to him. He's a good day so far. That's one up the middle. Jeremy Pena reaches it, but he can't make the play. So Green has an infield hit to start, and we now have Sean Bouchard for his first at bat of the season. 2-2 count to him. Slaps it. Oh, it's a pop up straight to first base. And it's 1 away. Jace Young up now. 1-0 count to him. Sorry, it's a fresh count, and it's a wild pitch. Green advances to second, so the double play is gone. Jung with a runner in scoring position. He's been given a free pass. So it's now runner on first and second. Spencer Torkelson, full count to him. Slaps it to the right. It's pushed by the second baseman. He can get the out at second, but no out at first, which means Jonathan Daza is now up. Unfortunately, I can't really pinch hit him because I don't. Until Perez can play. I'd have to give up my DH if I wanted to make any changes because I would like to bring in Colt Keith to pinch hit for him. But Colt Keith can't play outfield. He can play a bit over right field potentially, something we do, but I think it's a much better matchup than Jonathan Daza. So I'm going to do this and I'll deal with the consequences later. Colt Keith against White, 2-2 counter him. Huge moment in the game and he strikes out swinging. A huge moment of the game that could have really changed the way this game looked, but unfortunately I'm now going to have to work out who's going to play centre field. So I think Riley Green plays centre field for sure. So now we need a left fielder. I think Sean Bouchard's a better left fielder. Colt Keith can go and play right. I think that's the play right there. So now Prelander Barrow is coming in for his first appearance as a Tiger, facing 2-3-4. Is that Kyle Tucker leading off to 0-2 count to him? Strike out swinging. Jose Altuve out full counter. The short second baseman. Looked wide, and it is 3 past him. Now it's 1-0 to Jordan Alvarez, which I hate the thought of. But he flies it to right, and the play is made by Colt Keith. Of course, it goes straight to him. And now 2-2 count to Bregman, 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Can he take us to the 9th? Slapped up the middle from Bregman, great hit. And Altuve is going to advance to third on the play. Just about. Tag was applied, but he is safe. So now it's runners in the corners for Justin Dearden. He slaps it to deep right field, and that is gone. 3-run, 2-out jack from Justin Dearden in the bottom of the 8th, and that has killed us right there. Absolutely killed us. Prelander Barroa came in, got the first 2 outs, laboured a bit, and we are now 3 runs down heading into the top of the 10th if we can get through this. Next batter, the play is made. Good play by Nakao. Really putting on a clinic at first, but we're going to need some serious runs if we're going to turn this around. We have 3 outs to get at least 3 runs. Let's see what we can do. Happy Byers is up 2-2 count to the shortstop, and he strikes out swinging. Next up is Dingler, 1-2 count to him, facing Phillips in to get the save, and he strikes out looking. Final chance is Hyoji Nakao, 2-1 count to the Japanese giant at first base. What can he do? Slaps one to right, but it's going to stay up long enough for Kyle Tucker to make the play, and the game is over. That is opening day in the books. It's a 5-2 loss for the Tigers. It started well. We had Riley Green 3-for-4 performance. Jonathan Daza actually had a good game, and I pinch hit for him with Colt Keith, and he struck out 2 men on base. Debut hit and debut extra base hit for Hyoji Nakao. So it wasn't too bad for him. And then pitching wise, we had a good pitching performance from Sevi. He struggled in the first, but he's really settled down. 382 pitches, pretty happy with his performance. Flores came in, was perfect for 2 innings. Absolutely wonderful start to his major league career. Wolves then blew the save, giving up 1 run, and Prelander Barroa gave up that huge 3-run home run to Justin Dearden, who's killed us. On pace for 162 home runs and 21 wins or above replacement. Yeah, we'll see about that. Unfortunately, that is that, but that will bring this episode to a close. It was an up and down episode. I think we've got much more to look forward to this year. Got a lot of young guys that we're, as P. Alonso hits 3 home runs on opening day. And we'll find out Nick Castellanos is only out for a week and he's day to day, so I'm going to keep him on the team, but I'm going to bench him for a couple of days, just so he doesn't get injured any more than that. The manager has to decide. Okay, I'm going to leave him in and let the manager decide when to play him. But that is going to be, the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.